since he won that Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers in 2010?
Yes.
How big is this year for Aaron Rodgers' legacy?
As far as legacy, I don't think it matters. I think Aaron Rodgers' legacy is set in stone. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer 5 years after he's done playing, whenever that is. I don't think it does nothing to his legacy. When I think about legacies, I think it's all about the stuff that you accomplish, and if you get hurt tomorrow, your legacy is set in stone. Aaron Rodgers' legacy is set in stone. It's written. He's going into the Hall of Fame. But what I will say, the conversations that I get up here and argue with y'all about getting into those GOAT conversations and sitting at those tables, I think this is a big year for that. If Aaron Rodgers goes and, let's say, he wins a Super Bowl, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning is the only two that sit with 2 Super Bowl rings and 3 MVPs. So you're able to get into a conversation like that, and Shady may let you come sit at that table if you get to another Super Bowl ring. But legacy-wise, I mean, his legacy is set in stone. I don't necessarily think it's going to change if he wins a Super Bowl or gets to a Super Bowl. I think the things he has accomplished already in his career, it's already written.
Who's on that list again?
2 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Nothing's going to take away from what he's done.
Yeah.
That part is cemented for sure. But he still has an opportunity to enter into a different room in a different space and sit at different tables. He's never going to have the turkey leg, you know, because that one goes to Tom, and the other one, you know, the other cut goes to Montana, and so on and so forth.
A little piece of the turkey.
I mean, he gets some of it for sure. He's there.
You know, Pat, he hungry too.
Yeah, he's hungry. He got to get, you know.
Yeah, he coming too, though.
Some of it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he has the opportunity to get to that table, because right now he can't sit at that table. So I don't know. I think it's a very big year. And also keep in mind, it's not just that Tom won 7 championships. There's so many, right? It's that he went somewhere else and won one. And then what happened the year after that? Someone who obviously we don't, you know, put at this table, but Matthew Stafford went right away to a really talented team and won a Super Bowl right away. So it's not really unrealistic to have an expectation of a great player to go somewhere that has a good roster and then take them over the top. So I do think that this year is pretty monumental to Rodgers' legacy, because what if he's not good? Then what do we do with all of it? Now, I think he will be, but what if
we don't know.
We don't know. Nobody knows. He's 40 years old, coming off of an Achilles injury. He's going to be 41 mid-season. Maybe he's great. Maybe he's good. Maybe he's not. We don't know.
When was the last time he was good, though?
2020.
MVP season, a couple years ago.
What year was that?
2 years ago.
2 or 3?
No, it was 3 years ago.
21.
Yeah, it was 2021.
Oh, okay. 3 years ago, I was in the league. No, I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I mean, it was 3 years ago, because last year he didn't play. The year before that, he wasn't good. And the year before that was an MVP season. So, yeah, it's been a...
Really, 2 years ago.
No, we about to have 3.
2, 3, you know, who's counting? Shady, what do you think?
I disagree with James. I think it really, really matters, right? When I look at certain quarterbacks and we talk about GOATs and greats, if I ask you, if Joe Montana doesn't win them championships, is he special? Is he a GOAT? Right? Tom Brady, if he don't win them championships, is he special? Is he a GOAT? Because that's what they are. They are special and they are GOATs because they win championships. When we talk about Aaron Rodgers, the first thing that James wants to talk about, man, but do you know how special he is? You know how talented he is? So for him to argue his GOAT conversation, he talks about how talented he is. I don't even, like, what does that even mean to me? Because the way he throws the ball, I don't know what that means. These other quarterbacks that we talk about that sit at these tables, that we say GOAT, them GOATs, they really earned it on the field. Not just going to Super Bowl one time and just seeing what it looks like. These guys been there over and over and over again. So when you ask me if Tom Brady is in the GOAT conversation, he can't be. Right. He's only seen the Super Bowl one time. Just think about how that even sounds. For example, Kurt Warner, I think, was a really, really good quarterback, right? He was an elite guy. And he spoke about, Hall of Famer, he spoke about Aaron Rodgers. He said for Aaron to be in the conversation with the other GOATs at quarterback, not because of his talent and the way he throws the ball, by going to another Super Bowl. It's like I can never put A-Rod's name with all other greats without mentioning he has talent, because there's nothing else you could talk about. Yeah. There's nothing else you could talk about with Aaron Rodgers, but he does good with the media, for one. For two is, I mean, other than his talent, what else can you talk about? Think about that for a second, though. If I'm saying you're one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen in life, but if you've only been to Super Bowl one time, how? If Michael Jordan was so great, right? All that talent, dunking, all that tongue out, all this crazy stuff. He only been to the finals one time? Is he the greatest? How can I put him in that conversation? So all I'm saying is for Aaron Rodgers to be in them conversations, and I want him to win another one, right? He got to. But if he don't, at least go. Because to say that you got all these MVPs and you were so talented and so great, you've only seen the Super Bowl one time, that's embarrassing.
This year matters a lot. And it matters because you basically said it matters more than anything. 2 championships, 3 MVPs, selective group here. Only 3 guys. So when you can add on to your legacy by winning, it matters a lot. And we all say, oh, if he plays well or if he plays bad, his legacy is set in stone. Is it really? Because if he plays bad, people are going to say, man, was he really that good? They're going to say it, and we know they are. You know it. That's going to be said.
We're not going to question how good Aaron Rodgers was. If he
Everybody's
doesn't play well this year, he's got 4 MVPs in a Super Bowl.
Everybody will start to question it.
I mean,
now, I will say this.
Cute.
He can't be a liability for the Jets this year. He can't be the reason the Jets don't play well this year. I really think Aaron Rodgers is going to be lights out. I do. He's that good of a quarterback. I don't foresee Aaron Rodgers not playing well. But if he does, it's going to affect his legacy. Because if you can play really, really well, win a Super Bowl, now you at a table with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady, and it enhances your legacy, why can you not lose something off your legacy by playing bad, but you can greatly improve your legacy by playing well?
Because we already saw it. Like, we saw it happen. Listen, I'm extremely critical of Aaron Rodgers, okay? And I think
What do we see?
I don't even think I'm critical of Aaron Rodgers. I think I just am honest about Aaron Rodgers.
Very honest about him.
I'm not going to take away 4 MVPs. Like, he was the best of the best at the top of the league for so many years, for a decade.
For
like
regular,
for regular season,
regular season, yeah.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but like that still matters. He still has 4 MVPs. We're not going to talk about how good he was. Like, was he really that good? He really was that good. We may examine how his postseason looks. We might talk about whether he's, again, should he be at the table with the Peyton Mannings and the Tom Brady? But I don't think he's at that table now. But I can't just he wasn't not good.
If he wins another Super Bowl, he's at the table.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
and so
but
that's why it matters so much.
If he doesn't win another Super Bowl,
not at
I'm
the
not going to
table.
say he wasn't good.
No, he's not saying that.
No.
All I'm saying is that when we speak of Aaron Rodgers, and sometimes I do it, right, until I really look at the numbers and look at the facts and really start looking at all ball, because he has 4 MVPs. We put him in as a GOAT of the GOATs, and he's not. Because them other GOATs, they not just. This is 21 years for him, James. I know you know his numbers very well. How many years has he been in the league? What years is going on for him? Somebody help me out. 20-something.
Hey.
20-something, right?
Let me say.
21?
This is how you know Aaron Rodgers is that dude.
20.
So we played in the flag football tournament this offseason. All the other quarterbacks, and Aaron Rodgers wasn't even all the way healthy. All the other, and every quarterback there is in the league. They all were like, God, how do you make that throw? How's he doing it? So they all look at Aaron Rodgers like, man, the way he throws the ball.
He's talented.
He's super talented.
Yeah.
But now you got to back up that talent with more than one championship.
Is it safe to say this, though? Can we say that? Because he is talented, right?
He's super
Can we say that he's
talented.
probably one of the biggest underachievers that we've ever seen in the NFL?
I think postseason he is underachieved.
Let's not separate it. Let's not separate it.
How talented he is.
Let's not separate it, though.
What?
The postseason from I just want this all together.
No.
Is he one of the most
regular season? He's been excellent.
But I'm saying for his career, when we talk about the Joe Montanas, the Patrick Mahomes now, right? The Tom Brady's, all these guys, Peyton Mannings, right? Steve Youngs. When we talk about these dudes and all that, what do we talk about? We talk about wins. We talk about some stats. We talk about championships. But for him, we changed it for some reason. You telling me you are so great and so talented. Everybody's like, oh my God, how do you make that throw? You've only been. I'm not going to talk about winning. You've only seen, in 20 years, you've only seen a Super Bowl one time. And you telling me he's up there with the GOATs? How? How's that possible?
I don't think he is.
Come on, man.
I don't think he is.
It's disrespectful. Seriously, though. It's super disrespectful to say Aaron Rodgers' name with dudes like Joe Montana and dudes like Tom Brady. If I'm them, I'm offended. Because the way he throws the ball, what has he done? Matter of fact, I get a better one for you. The owners, right, and the GMs, they should be actually mad, right? Because you got some little success. You got some big success. What do we get from that? What do we get from that? No championship. We got one championship? And you so great. Tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah.
man.
They had a couple
James
of
taking
NFC
it personal.
He should. I mean, I don't know. I don't care how he's taking it. It's the truth.
James said it's Friday.
Imagine you having a guy that's so great.
Friday.
You have a guy that's so great, bro, and everybody said how great he is. And all he brings you is one Super Bowl appearance. And the other dudes they say is not as talented, not as good as him, got way more than you. How can you even compare it? That's all I'm saying.
That's why this year is a big year.
It is a big year for him.
He knows it's a big year.
He know it is.
Aaron Rodgers knows it's the big year. James Jones, the Jets, they know this is a big year, and so this is why I can't wait for football. I can't wait
for the season.
This block wasn't bad, though. James didn't cut me off. This is. I like this. Hey, we need to talk about Aaron Rodgers so I get more time to talk. I like this.
Right? Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.